She's gone.
Oh.
Why? There wasn't anything in there. There's just a book. Hey, Daisy. It's been too long. I'm not quite sure when you'll wake up. Hopefully with me, but I need to make sure you know what to do just in case. I'm waiting for you. I have a lab now. You'll know it when you see it. I can't wait to see you again. Your sister, Lilie. What?
Lilie.
Wait.
What does it mean, lab? I never put this here.
Lilie.
What?
Look at how faded the grave is. And this landscape around here. There's a chance this either happened before you became a revenant, or happened long after.
No, why can't I remember? She was supposed to be here, and she's not, and instead it's saying a lab. I don't get it. She was supposed to be here.
It's okay.
She was. Why isn't she here? She wasn't here, and I mean, she has to be somewhere, right? She has to be. Right?
I don't know. Lilie.
What?
One leaf in. Through the nose. One thorn out. Through the mouth. One leaf in. One thorn out.
I'm sorry. You guys didn't. You guys didn't deserve to see this. I'm sorry. I need. This isn't where she would have wanted to be buried.
If her body is in here, do you think you would feel better if you made a memorial for her at your home?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, this is where her grave was. If her body isn't here, then where could it be? 'Cause it had to have been here. I need. I don't understand. I said I have a lab. Hades, are there? Do you know if there's any place that has a lab here? Something.
None other than mine and potentially what a report Spiral has, but I've not seen anything inside of it to indicate that.
Damn it. I'm I'm sorry. You didn't deserve to see this outburst.
You're
I'm
hurting.
sorry.
It is fair to say that you're in pain with it. We shouldn't stay here.
No, yeah, yeah, we should go. Um, I just need one minute, please. Just... I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't there. I'm sorry.
Well, shit.
Hey, Genevieve disappeared. Like, I don't.
There's only two places she could have gone, either back to her house, but that's a very long trek, or back to the archive.
Wait,
That's a fresh wound to pick at, unfortunately.
after Shadecliff, I don't. That's difficult for Genevieve after Shadecliff.
Definitely. The only one that's going to be able to fix that is Lilie, but
I'm ready to go.
Okay.
do you want to go back to the archive or back to your home?
Home. Please.
Lead the way.
I think I'm gonna go back to the archive, see if Genevieve went there.
Alright.
Alright. Fuck.
Oh, you're over there. If the book was written by you, and if you have no memory of it, then do you figure it was when you were alive?
I mean, it'd have to be. I have no recollection of writing this since I woke up. It'd have to be from when I died. Like, before. But I don't remember it.
Oh, I leveled up. Sorry.
Oh, good. It'd have to be from when I was still alive, but I don't understand what it means by lab. You're sure you don't know of any other labs?
Honestly, no.
Then I guess I need to look for one, right? It'd still be around, maybe.
If you don't mind me asking, Was your house there when you woke up?
No, I had to build it. I built it based on what I remember from when I was alive, the architecture, the colors and stuff. I tried to, but from memory, just recreate it.
Then that's my theory out the window.
Yeah, I had to build the whole thing myself.
Do you figure this means that in your past life you were a scientist?
I mean, lab. That have to be the case. I wish I could remember more. It's I don't know.
We also don't know if it's a similar case with Kyo.
Yeah, I haven't died again since, so I really thought I'd find her there, you know? I really thought she'd be there.
I keep forgetting you have these floating lanterns around.
I put them up once it started getting colder. You deserve an explanation. Would you like to come inside?
It is cold out, so yes.
You can come in. Just just come up. It's 2 floors. There's a place to sit.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, it's a little
Tricky for Speedy.
yeah.
Oh. Hello.
That's my cat. Yeah.
I used to have a lot of dogs. And a couple of cats.
Yeah, I
and one
have
bird.
I have a couple cats and then some llamas, a frog, and a lady downstairs. And then one of Kyo's dogs by the front door.
At this point, most of the animals are Kyo's dogs. My life load of axolotls, and it seems I'm still a pet hoarder. It's only the fact that the landlord put a camel in my basement.
Yeah, I find it's better to have pets so the place doesn't feel as empty.
I'm glad to agree.
So, sorry, I'm sorry about that. Ever since Shadecliff, sorry.
You don't need to apologize to me. You may need to apologize to Genevieve eventually, but...
Yeah, I need to talk to her at some point. I don't know if she'll want to talk to me, though.
Probably not at this moment, but...
Oh, I'll give it some time. But... Ever since Shadecliff, I had been, thinking a lot more about my family, because, you know, I don't know how long it's been since I died. I knew my sister wasn't gonna be there. But maybe I thought, you know, when I went to my sister, you know, the rest of my family would be there, and, you know, she'd be buried near the people she loved. But clearly not.
You think she deserved better?
Yeah, my so yeah, since Shadecliff, you know, thinking about family, like, some memories started resurfacing. Um, my sister died a long time ago. She had a tumor in her brain, and um and she didn't make it, and I wasn't there to say goodbye. I wasn't there, and I missed it, and she died alone. And obviously, you know, my parents weren't quite fond of that, and they basically told me that they never wanted to see me again, and and so they didn't let me go to her funeral. They didn't let me know where her grave was. They completely ostracized me, and as I was regaining those memories, I realized that at some point I had overheard where her grave was. And I mean, I assumed my family would have at least buried her in like a plot near the house, near the rest of the family. But instead, she's completely alone for God knows how long. And I really thought today that if I went there, that that she'd be there, that I could get some sort of closure, that she'd have, I don't know. But instead, I find this stupid book that we know nothing about.
It may be a start, at least. For closure, maybe.
I just, I don't even know where I would start.
Do you want my help to try to find any clues?
I'd appreciate that. Any help would be appreciated. I'm sorry that you had to see that, and I'm sorry.
I had a similar situation a long time ago. It was always going to be easier with people you trust around.
Yeah, and then I scared one of them away, and
You were in pain. people do stupid things when they're in pain. What was your sister like? If you don't mind my asking.
She was the sweetest person I knew. She loved the outdoors. She was an artist. And I mean, that was her dream. Her goal was to become a famous painter, and I mean, she could have if she had more time. She loved animals. I mean, it felt like every day she was bringing in a new stray. And even after the diagnosis, even after everything, she still was so damn positive. It felt more like she was comforting us than us comforting her, and we weren't the ones who were gonna die.
Your sister sounds like she was very brave.
She was my best friend.
I think you and Genevieve are very lucky to have these memories.
Yeah.
My family wasn't good to me.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Sadder still is part of me still misses them. They've been gone a long time. Sad part of it is I don't even think I knew them that well. I was 11 when they were killed.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
I met other people eventually who made up for it, in a way. You talking about you talking about your own sister reminds me of one.
Oh?
She was pretty similar, I think. She was a friend, and she loved animals, spoke to them often. Her and her actual brother were alone, separated themselves off from everyone. The both of them were a lot like me, and
What was their names?
her name was Shuba.
She sounds like she would have been really nice.
She was. I just wish she was still around to see everything that we've that a lot of us have been witnessing.
What happened to her, if you don't mind me asking?
You sure you want to dampen your mood any more than it already is?
It's kind of hard to make it any worse.
Her and her brother were digging up old family history. And there were other factors to it too that are harder to explain. Perhaps not even I really understand all of it. But the two lived in a settlement that they built together. A haven for people like them. And her brother, he isolated her. Kept her alone. And something sinister started working its way into her mind. She jumped. The sad part of it was there were three of us that couldn't stop her from doing it, me included.
I'm so sorry.
The part of it is, if I could pinpoint one moment where things ever started going wrong in my life, that would be the main one, I'd say.
Losing a loved one is always hard.
Nothing was ever the same after that. I reckon things were never this. Well, you told me your family pretty much ostracized you after. So, yeah, things are never the same after something like that.
Yeah. Though it's still always hard.
And it never really leaves you.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to be alone. As well as that turned out.
Now you have so many people.
God, I don't know how it keeps happening.
It feels like every time a new person shows up, they somehow end at the archive.
I cycle on and on. I know telling this story doesn't really... It doesn't help you feel better. Likely it wouldn't. But... I've learned that sometimes it helps when people empathize.
Yeah. I appreciate you and everyone coming. I don't know what I would have done if I was alone.
I reckon it would not have been it would have been harder, probably.
Yeah.
And you probably would have ended up hugging that grave until you froze to death.
Probably.
I should probably go and see if everyone's at the archive.
Yeah. I don't know if Genevieve will want to see me. I think I'm gonna keep my distance for a bit.
I can take a message.
No, I want to say I'm sorry to her face. I don't need her hearing it from someone else.
Alright.
I can walk you out if I can get. Okay.
Thank you. You did a very nice job on this house.
I tried to recreate it as much as I could from my memory.
I really miss the ocean.
Yeah, it's a little. It's bad that it's gone.
I used to live, back in my old home, I used to live pretty much under the ocean.
Sounds peaceful.
I also happen to live next to an ocean monument, which sucked, but
So not as peaceful.
they stopped coming eventually. But the sounds the water made, just sitting under the depths with nothing but you and I don't have words for it. But I can get used to looking at the sky now.
Not all the stars.
And every so often Aurora Borealis.
As much as it sucks that the sun is gone, it is quite peaceful whenever there aren't mobs around.
I doubt that's gonna stop people from from getting the sun back. Oop.
Sorry.
God, whenever gods know, I want the sun to come back.
Yeah.
Just be done with it so I can be left alone again.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll be back soon.
Do you want me to come by and visit later?
You can if you'd like. I think I'm just gonna stay here for a bit.
Alright. Good night, Lilie.
Good night, 80s.
Closure. '90s. Play the recording again. The last one, please. From where I unpaused. We're at the end game of it now, and I'm on the last of my time before the corruption kills me. So if I fail in this, well, it's up to whoever took this to stop Anomaly before he ends up consuming everything. Scott, Ellie, I'm hoping it's the two of you that found this. I really am. I came here fully expecting to just throw you all under the bus. Even if it meant literally sacrificing two gods and this world just to get what I wanted. But here I am in pretty much what is the twilight of my life. What I feel is about to be me failing in my goal, and with the unexpected blessing of having made friends out of it. You two didn't ask for this. I fully knew what I was getting into. And you two have your full lives ahead of you, so I have no right in asking this. But you two are strong, smart, brave. I mean, you would have had to be to end up in this situation and shrug most of it off like you have. It's a shitty hand to be dealt, ultimately. But I'd rather die knowing that at least I left something behind that people I cared about could use to make my mistakes right. And if you can't, if you choose not to, well, I care more about you two being free in the end anyway. We're off to do the final game now. I better hurry up before, well, we run out of time. 90s and recording.